does who do you think the king of media is? Like in the Bible. Who do you think the king of media is? And who do you think the king of Persia is? And who do you think Nebuchadnezzar is? And how about King Darius? Like, who are these people? Who were they back then? I didn't, you know, when it came to King Nebuchadnezzar, I always thought he was a terrible person. And then, because I didn't read the Bible, right? I just kind of heard about him. I didn't really look into it too much. Because I remember this one troll lady used to call in the open forum at Harold Camping. And she'd be like, what heck? King Nebuchadnezzar? And she would call every freaking day. And Harold was like, excuse me. You have to leave the line open because a lot of people are trying to call. And you keep calling every day asking the same question. It's like, I didn't know at the time that it was people trolling Harold Camping. Just like when I got on YouTube in the beginning, I didn't know I was being trolled. I didn't know that people would get on and like lie to you, because I thought that going on YouTube was searching for truth. But King Nebuchadnezzar, for some reason, God always seems to send him to like take over. You know what I mean? Like when the one king isn't acting up, I mean when he's acting up, he's not acting right. God always seems to send old King Neb over there, and gives that person into his hand. And then I see why, because there was a certain point in time, right? Man, the binary sun, I tell you, the second binary sun. Guys, it's a real sun, for sure. Everything, I mean, come on. So anyway, King Neba, well, he repented. At least, I mean, for that time being, he, 7 times passed over him until his feathers grew like eagle's wings. Like until he started to fly like into heaven. After 7 times, look, his hair didn't literally grow that long, and his claws, his nails, they grew like eagle's claws. You know what I mean? Because you're getting ready to devour something like liars. So you can't look at it literal. You really can't. Just like being blind and dumb. I can see clearly. I really can. And I don't think I'm dumb. I mean, maybe I'm dumb to think that I am. Or maybe it's dumb to think that I'm Emmett. My brother said this one time. He's like, you know how Emmett Smith got his name? Because when Emmett was born, the mother and dad was like, they're like, what Emmett? And they're like, I don't know, Emmett a boy, Emmett a girl? And they're like, it's a boy. So then they called it Emmett. You know what I mean? Steve, I mean, come on, man. Tell them to turn the freaking turbines down. I mean, you really got things blowing out, way out of proportion here. That's right. It's up there. On this earth that is, it's filled with people. It's filled with people that they're kind of staying still, and they're they're not spinning around like it. It's like they're not spinning around on a tilt. You know what I mean? Like they're not. It's like they're not dancing or anything. I heard of some key words that you can't. That they're going to start chopping down channels. They're going to start chopping them down. Not if you're a planted COINTEL Pro Octave agent. Not if you title your videos that way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Rich? Look, everybody has a purpose. That thing has a purpose. It's like it's getting brighter. The moon's getting brighter at night. Up in the sky there, it's getting its reflection from the sun. Same thing with that. Unless if it's like a, I mean, who knows? You know, it sure does look like a halogen. Absolutely, it gives you the same feel when you look into it. So yeah, I am. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that the elite, they decided to play this thing out, and they're like, fine. You want to believe the Bible? Okay, whatever. Then you're going to believe that I'm God, okay? I can't wait to see Steve get on the news, right? Because something's gonna happen. I heard it from the grapevine that Steve is gonna, you know, once he sues all these people, right, like me, and the other one, like the Zeus guy that was defecating on his character, once he sues all these people in the court of law, on people's court, as soon as he sues all these people, he's gonna get vengeance, and then he's gonna get money, right, for suing them. And then that's going to be the reason why, right? Because, look, you know how Richie was on, you know how he was on the news when he said that the guy got ran over by the lady, but then the lady didn't run him over? It's like the kind of thing that was and is not, like that kind of thing. The way, it's like the way Satan talks. It's like Trump. So how was your year? I had a great year, I had a fantastic year, I had a horrible year. So then which one is it? You know what I mean? It's like you're supposed to walk away like, huh? What it? So is it? What is it? Yay or no? So it is not, is, wasn't, could be, possibly, not, sure, kind of isn't the way it is. It is what it is. It ain't what it is. And so, you know, if you're part of that group, you can get on the news in a split second. And I can't wait to see Steve. Here's the thing. Again, it's just adding to my resume. Once we're shut down, and it might even, I know 322, right? Something major is going to happen. I'm not going to put a question mark behind it like end times, decoding end times, because I'll actually be hot or cold. I won't put a lukewarm question mark like, is something big going to happen on 322? Something will happen every day that's big. It's just a matter of what topic is it that the mainstream media will grab to because they want you to see it. It's not going to be anything like, we're not literally going to see anything on the news that's going to be world-changing, devastating. It's going to be more subliminal, because as that is the very beginning of completely censoring and shutting down YouTube channels that say anything about anything. So that's the beginning of it for the next 40 days. And then because, you know, like, that's kind of when Steve's going to start rising up into the mainstream media, I believe. And he'll get into the mainstream media, and then I'm going to say, this isn't my idea, right? I'm going to give Justin credit for this one. Steve, you know what we were talking about earlier, you know what I mean? But, you know, over the phone. But it only makes sense to say this, and I'm going to give Justin credit for this when it happens, okay? So look, I'm helping his resume also. Steve is going to be on the news, right? I mean, they are literally going to try to sell this to you. He's going to, because you know how you can control the weather, right? You can make lightning come down at any given time. You can just be like, abracadabra, and then, so Steve will be up there like, I am Adam and the Bendejo. I will make fire come from heaven. I am Elijah, Rob, and I told you that I was going to slay all you 450 prophets that are false. In the meanwhile, where's my heat at? Go away. In the meanwhile, Elijah slew them with his words, and it pissed them off. That's why Steve came after him after he told Jezebel, and then he was pretty displeased with him, and he wanted to kill him. But it didn't have, you know, Elijah didn't get slain like Ahab wanted to. And so it's not what it means when he slew them there. Because come on, man, he's just one person. How do you freaking take 450 prophets and kill them? Why would Ahab sit there and let you do it anyway? Because on top of that, he came after to kill you. Wouldn't he? What was he just sitting there like? All right, yeah, go ahead, Elijah. You can go ahead, slay him. Go ahead, whatever. No, I'll get you later. Don't worry about it. I'll get you later. Trust me. Yeah, I will. Man, you know, these next 3 months, the most amazing things are going to start happening, especially in May. May is the month. It just is. So can you imagine seeing Steve up there, like people that don't know that this sun right here is just a light bulb, and it's going to go back in the other direction and set when Obama takes over, right before when Trump gets raptured up out of here. That's right. I know the script, and I know the, you know, like the layer of deception. Everybody peels off the top layer, and it's like, aha, I see the truth. And it's like, nah, you got to peel that one up too. And then the other one, peel that one up, because when you peel up this deception here, it's like, oh, we don't float up in the air? Oh, okay, I see. Peel off the other layer of deception. Oh, Obama's the Antichrist. I get it. I see. No. Next layer. Oh, Steve is the Antichrist. Oh, man. Not done yet. Next layer. What's that? There isn't really one Antichrist, but many are in the world? So you don't look at one person as the Antichrist or the Christ? Huh. So it's like, you know, you peel the layers of deception off. Like you're peeling off, you know, you're unraveling rolling up heaven like a scroll, the sky. You're opening up the seals, the seals that are sealed, the book that was sealed. You peel the seals off and you open them up, and you see like what's down there, and that's how you get the truth. So can you imagine, like, people that don't know that lightning can come down, like a bolt of lightning can come down, and a bolt of lightning can come down also, and you can just literally like, and it'll happen. Man, I will be cracking up, Steve. Look, I'm rooting for you. I am. I'm rooting to see you on the mainstream media where people are because that you'll probably be off of the social media at that time because you'll be focused on just being like, you know, Jesus or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, I'm rooting for you, and it's a good idea that Justin thought of because it makes sense. Like we're thinking like, you know, your ego, you can't let it go for too long. Like all the people in Hollywood that know you, and you know, when you walk in the door, man, I mean, come on. You try to tell me that LeBron ain't like, he's like all begrudgingly like, yo, King James, man, what's up, man? Yo, Dad, what's up? When Steve walks in the door, man, he is the center of attention. People are kissing his ass. And I mean, I don't think Trump is. I think Trump's probably even keel. I don't think everybody's kissing your ass, Steve. But I don't think anybody's disagreeing with you or challenging you in anything like I am, or like Justin has been. I don't think that they are, because I think people have a fear towards you, especially like the satyrs and everybody, the people that you got on your payroll. They all, you know, because maybe they believe in gematria, or maybe they just don't, but they know who you are. And so they're like kissing your ass because of who you are. I'm just telling you, me and Justin in particular, we have an upper hand. It's like the Bible is 100% true. It's God's word, and we believe it. And you know, some things have been happening that we kind of figured it would. Come on, go. Oh, people. Some things have been happening, and they're going to continue to happen. And we just kind of clown with you. You know what I mean? Like we'll bid off you, and you'll try to do the same thing. Sometimes you'll get offended, or you'll act. No, yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you get heated, and that's the funniest damn thing is knowing the position that you're in, and just clowning around because I'm a clown. You know what I mean? So I enjoy that thought. I really do, and I really, you know, I am honored, Steve. Let me just be serious for a sec. I am honored that you found me, right? Because I didn't find you. You found me. You commented on my channel. And let's just say, okay, whatever. Let's just say you're Jesus, right? I'm honored to have known Jesus who's been walking on the earth. Let's just say you're Antichrist. You're Satan. Hey, look, I'm honored to meet you, Satan. Like, you know, like, we will meet personally, face to face. And, but let's just say that you are the World Bank president, like Trump introduced you. He did introduce you, David, right? And Stephen, before I ran, you liked what I was saying there, David, right? So I see the words when you talk, even, and then the last word that he was talking about had an S on it. In sense, Stephen, before I was like running it. It's funny how do you guys do that. But I am honored that the king of media, and you're not taking credit for it, but you will, like, everybody that knows you. They know who you are. But that doesn't count because I don't know you. I didn't know who you were before this year, last year, and now I know. And boy, do I know. And the only thing that you do is you help confirm it with just your actions, what you speak, your videos, everything. You confirm it with me, But I know that people, it doesn't matter. The best thing that you can do is continue to confirm it with me, and I'll keep talking about it, but nobody will believe me. That's the best thing that can happen for you, because people will get tired of listening, and they'll be like, come on, man, he's just a freaking poor suffering servant. He doesn't even have a Corvette. Yeah, you own freaking Gary Barbera. I mean, or whoever sells freaking Corvettes, Lamborghinis. I can't wait to see your car collection, Steve. When the cat is out of the bag and there's no more denying, and you know who God is, and he flicked the switch and he showed you guys what's up. After that, I can't wait to see all the people that pretended to not be who I said they are. Because there's no more denying it. You can't, what are you going to deny? It's there. It's out in the open now. And that is all that I ever wanted. Everybody on YouTube was to be real. Just be real, man. You know what I mean? You're the freaking king of media, Steve. You know what I mean? Like, I found that out. And again, you know, Justin did help me with it, because he made it aware to me that, you know, when people are being surveilled, I'm not saying any names, but when people are in charge of the surveillance and they make it known to you, specifically just you, but nobody else knows except for you, it helps, right? So therefore, I'm honored, Steve. I'm honored, and I just want you to know that I know who you are, and it's going to go a long way, because the people that know you, like Andrea knows, right? The one time, you remember, Andrea? I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because I said, why would you let Joshua James talk to me like that, Andrea? I look up to you as a, like a police, commenter police on my channel. Why would you let Joshua James disrespect me like that? And you said, hey, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I know Joshua James is really Steve, and I work for him. I can't really say anything. So that's the rock, and there's the hard place. And, but I know. So it works out better for me in the end, because I know who you are, and I don't accept your whatever it is that you have given them. I don't accept it. You promised them life. I don't want it. I'll take my own life. I mean, not like that. Wait. Let me rephrase that. I didn't mean I'm going to kill myself. I meant my own life. I will take what I have right now, which is my own life, without the promise of you giving me life or bunker or money or anything. Because all that money is going to be it's going to be destroyed. All of it. The silver and the gold. So the elite, they really decided to play the Bible out. And doing that with disbelief. And because they didn't believe, look, that's why Steve has to know so much of the Bible. That's why he has the understanding of the hidden dark sentences. That's why a fierce king is going to rise up in the end times and is going to understand dark sentences, which are hidden sentences. I mean, look, hey Steve, what other person on planet Earth, right, can you tell me, and I'm going to need you to answer this question, in, you know, down below. What other person on planet Earth knows more about the Bible than you? Exactly. Nobody. And I'm being straight up dead serious, where I truly believe that you have the most knowledge out of everybody in the entire world. And you even have the book of Gematria, even, you know, you're the author of it, but, you know, it's kind of confusing. It is. And, but whoever has wisdom, they can count the number of man if they want to. But, So doesn't that kind of fit where you're at, or no? Like, what? Who else is there that's going to rise up? Is there somebody that's going to rise up beside you, like after you, that knows hidden sentences? Do you know hidden sentences? Because I feel like you do, and I think you would admit that you do, that you know dark sentences. You did say that you are the King of Kings, right? Okay, so a fierce king is going to rise up in the end, and he's going to understand dark sentences. But what's tagged to the fierce king is evil, right? So of course you're not going to admit that you're not going to admit that on air. You will admit it to your colleagues and everybody that kisses your ass, because that's what they know. But again, I know this, and I'm not even on the inside, and that's the difference that's why my future's so bright. You know, I gotta wear shades like Richie does. That's probably why he drives around all the time with shades on, because his future's so bright. It ain't about the sun being covered up all the time with technology. It's not even chemtrails. It's, you know, I love how he keeps pushing that, but look, he has to do his job. He's very good at doing his job. I'll give him that. He can be a little bit better at reading, but the AMTV guy, Christopher Green, he's pretty damn good at reading. Give him that. So again, that's you, Steve, right? Try to deny it all you want, go ahead. But we both know, and that's kind of really all that matters, is that I know inside and out who you are, what you're doing, what your purpose is, what you're going to do, the songs you're going to sing. I mean, you know, the roles you're going to play, and the other horn. I know what the other horn's up to also, because I'm reading the Bible, and I'm reading where you guys are, and I'm seeing it, and then, but at the same time, I understand some freaking hidden sentences too, and that's why I'm telling you, like, things that you would only know, like, somebody could tell you in the dark, where it's hidden, and expose it like light in the darkness. So you guys are egging on the end times by playing it out and saying, fine, you want to believe the Bible, then you are going to believe that I am God, and I'm gonna frickin' make lightning shoot from the sky when I say that, abracadabra, and then the people with the controls, because you've already practiced it. That's what you guys do. You practice shooting lightning and stuff, you know, up in the sky, and that's why so many people are going to be like, oh, my Lord, I've been waiting for you. I just didn't think it was literally going to be one person on Earth that was going to do that. I didn't, you know, but it is. It's like, wow, man. Look, I earned it, because I got on YouTube. I started talking, and I didn't shut the hell up. And I kept talking, and I got some people's attention. I said a few things before it happened. And then, and now I got the King of Media's attention and the King of Persia. I can't ask for anything more than that, because now that I got your attention, all I got to do is just keep telling you what God is feeding me, and it's just flowing through, right? And you guys are gonna see. You're already seeing it. I know I'm like prying you. I'm like a wedge. I'm prying you away from your preconceived ideas of not believing in God, and I'm showing you that yes, He does exist. And the grand finale, it's coming up in May. And I think Steve's excited. I think he is, because look, my message is different than anybody else's, and I learned it over time. God has such a perfect plan that even though you guys want to kill us, that's the reason why God's going to cut it short, because what happens with all the deception and the 7 billion people turning back to God because you turned the sun, went the other way, and all of a sudden it's dark out? Those people are going to be praying to God, right? Because you're gonna be like, well, where's the sun? And after a couple of days, you're like, Oh my God, please, are you gonna come back out? And then the sun's gonna appear. Because God's gonna flick the switch to cut off your electricity. Now, the other possibility is you guys might flick the switch and alter your plan because I said that God would turn off the power and flick the switch and the original sun will appear. I mean, look, you guys do have that power to do that, right? You could mess with me if you want. I mean, I would take it as a high honor. Either way, the sun's coming out, is what I'm trying to tell you. So that, I can tell you for sure, the sun will reappear. The Son of God will reappear. And you guys could possibly do that and try to play a prank on me. Like, I'll be like, yes, I knew it. And then you guys would be like, oh, we got him. Oh, man, now we got him. Only you guys would be laughing, not me. But I think the gig is up. This is the last time you guys are going to be laughing at me. So either way, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying like, son of a bitch, you're going to burn in hell, you freaking elite scumbags. I'm even telling you that, yeah, I'm starting to think that spiritually you guys are cannibals because you're trying to eat away our spirits. And but if you say it literally, people will start accusing you of eating humans. Like, what's the purpose of eating humans when you got all the other food to eat? So anyway, some things are just, as I go along, I kind of start understanding a little bit more. And I'm telling you that you guys are going to be fine. And so are we. Everybody's going to be fine. But that's because God is going to stop it within those few days. Because if not, everything wouldn't be fine. And I wouldn't have this message. But I do have this message. So, in a sense, Steve, I understand you feel invincible because if you do believe me, which I think you are starting to, I know you're going to play it off like you don't, but you know the Bible more than I do, and I am starting to figure out some things. I don't even know a quarter of what you know, but what I do know, I understand it. And what I understand is the message I'm getting is God has such a perfect plan that He's going to get all of you guys to turn to Him, realize He's real after 7 days, and you're going to have a change of heart, and you're going to start sharing, and you're going to be glad.